Hi there. Hi there. My name is Vinny. So, I have a couple of celebrity stories. When I was a little kid, I met the evening magazine dork. Yeah. And it was in evening magazine saying, happy. And I was like, don't edit any of this shit out. Okay, fuck that. I got better. I met Woody Harrelson. I met that country fucking singer, Willie Nelson. And alright, I'll start with this story. I was in Hawaii. There's a lot of celebrities at Hawaii. I was a cashier at the health food store, and behind me I heard this old man flipping out on the cashier behind me, and I was making jokes. I was like signaling to the person who was in front of me, who I was cashiering for, wow, this guy's an asshole. I was making like silly faces, right? And he got a kick out of that for a reason I didn't actually know at the time. I talked to that cashier later in the day, and it turned out that guy was Clint Eastwood, and he actually did have a pretty good reason to freak out, because he doesn't have money concerns. So this was all for the betterment of society that he did this. There was something marked at $6 or at $4, and they charged him for $6. It was not charging at the sales price. So I think it's actually kind of admirable that he would do that, because it's obviously not for himself. He doesn't care about $2. He was just trying to bring this stupid fucking health food company to justice. Also, for any health Nazis or whatever, their candy back in Down to Earth, bunch of it has hydro oil. I work back there too. They're eating it, and I'm not that much of a health Nazi, but I'm kind of brainwashed that way. The reason I was working there, I'm like in some weird in-between area where I fucking hate myself for even knowing what hydro oil fucking is. But people would always be disappointed. They would eat the candy, at least I'm eating healthy candy, and then I'd point to it, it's got fucking hydro oil, which in one book on the other side of that store, one book that was shown to me said that hydro oil was the worst ingredient in any food, and that it permanently clogged your arteries. Now there's some problems with that. If its claim, this book, is that it stays in you forever, or whatever amount catches in you and doesn't just completely go out, it's not getting rid of it, because the heating temperature of your body does not like make hydro oil flow, you know, it doesn't heat hydro oil enough, so it's permanent. But the problem with that is, if you just keep eating it, you've probably eaten more than your fucking human size of hydro oil. So why are you not just fucking busting out of your fucking skin hydro oil or something? It has to fucking eventually get digested. Anyways, celebrities. That was Clint Eastwood. Same store. There was Woody Harrelson. Maybe I shouldn't tell you who it is first. Maybe I should edit that out. I was hanging out with this niggerish Mexican dude. He thought I was black. Okay, and he's a pretty cool dude, right? And I looked over, there's this bald, buff guy. I looked back, and then I was like, oh my god, it's Woody Harrelson. He was bald, he was buff, but he was pretty good looking. And for a long time, I told the first part of the story, and then I didn't tell the first part of the story because I'm embarrassed, but since I'm making a video, I kind of think I owe it to you to tell the first part of the story. Let me first say, I said a lot of shit at that place that should have got me fired, and the head boss even heard it. Like, it was a vegetarian store, which I always brought meat in my backpack, right? Because I'm actually a health person, you know, can't go without meat. When people would say like stuff about soy and tofu, this is in the cashier's line, I would very loudly say that, that you know that shit's made out of human meat, or I'd say bad shit about it being rancid or something. And I came to work on ecstasy, and my friend who I first worked with, this one girl, she would do coke in the bathroom, and I came to work on ecstasy, and I did a bunch of painkillers, of course, and I'm always doing painkillers. Fucking fun times in Hawaii, man. That store was actually pretty cool. There's criminals all fucking over it, right? Yeah, there was, I'll get back to that store. Okay, so I see it's Woody Harrelson. I walk up to him and I say, what up, nigga G homie rabbit, or something. I spit out as many weird words as I could, but I called him a nigga, right? Because this is what happened in my 22 or 23-year-old body. I'm an obnoxious motherfucker. You guys know that. And even more so when I was 23. So my heart started racing fast, and the only thing I could think is do something memorable that will be in a story, which is a horrible way to treat celebrities. fucking camera went dim. I went okay. So I don't think I did anything morally too bad, but he said, yeah, can you show me where the cucumbers are? I showed him where the cucumber was, and he started to walk off. I grabbed his shoulder, and he looked back as if he wanted to hit me, but they know that they can't because they get sued. Let me say right now, if he would have punched me, I would not have sued him, even though I don't think it's punch-worthy offense. I just don't like how much suing goes on with celebrities. I don't think it's worthwhile to sue. I would have tried to punch him back, and I would not have sued, even if he was a buff guy. Even if he had cracked out my eyeball or caused permanent damage, I swear I wouldn't have fucking sued him. But he looked back with an angry look on his face, and I said, you made Cheers, dude. You made Cheers. And I forget if he said thanks, or he didn't say anything like really mean. He was like, okay, or thanks or something, and walked off. I'm thinking at this point, I probably scared him away from the vegetable fruit section of Down to Earth, which is kind of shitty thing to do. If Woody Harrelson ever sees this, I'm fucking sorry. And to know who I am, I had dreadlocks back then, and I was drinking a lot more. I was still ruggedly buff, unless it was past the time that I broke my wrist, and then I became not buff, because I fucking shrink. My muscle fucking shrinks every time I get an injury, and I gotta take all the supplements I can and work up to it and shit. It sucks. I wasn't made to be buff. Man, I'm fucking way buffer than I was ever supposed to be. I was born as a stringy arm little midget motherfucker. And I made complete body changes. Willie Nelson, right? So a week after I met Willie Nelson, this girl was like, everybody, I saw Willie Nelson walking in this restaurant or something with my own eyes, and I could have one-upped her, but I didn't. Because, I let her have that story. It's like, oh, that's nice. So I was at a party with my nigga Hector, right? It was this old Mexican dude who kind of reminded me of the schizophrenic. Now, he wasn't schizophrenic. He just would practice martial arts when he was drunk, and he was like a pathetic dude with wise phrases, he wanted to be one of those like wise teacher people. All these things when he was drunk. A lot of similar things to the schizophrenic. You may not know the schizophrenic, but he had a lot of characteristics of the schizophrenic. He would do like weird poses and practice martial arts that totally wouldn't work in a fight, and he'd fall over while doing it. We drank a bunch of liquor together. It was pretty cool. So we were at a daytime party at the beach in Kalalui. I forget what it's called. It had one name, then it switched to another name, and I hung out there a lot. Fun times, right? There was a party there, and my nigga Hector was like, sounds so fucking unnatural. My nigger Hector. That sounds better. Okay, this nigga, he was like, hey, there's Willie Nelson over there. He was like, and it was. And I hate to lose fans with this, but I'm not really a big Willie Nelson fan. I don't like him, I don't dislike him, I don't fucking know anything about it, and there's not many country songs that I like. I might go so far as to say that there's no country songs that I like. Anyways, I had this genius plan, the smartest thing that you could imagine me doing, right? So instead of walking straight up to Willie Nelson, I walked to the group of people right by him, also a group of people that I did not know. Now this is something I'm good at, right? I either get like fully rejected or fully embraced, and I was lucky this time. I was like, hey, my name's Vinny, blah, 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 blah. I like this party that I do this with my dick. I just spit out a bunch of weird shit, and immediately, with my loud, obnoxious attitude, I became the life of that like 4-person group. They were all like pretty impressed with the stupid shit I had to say, and that was all to attract Willie Nelson over to my group, and it fucking worked. It was perfect. It was way better than me just being a fanboy. Willie Nelson, oh my god, oh my god. The whole time I didn't even say anything about him being Willie Nelson. I treated him as if he wasn't, except I was trying to attract his ass over. And we had a pleasant conversation. I completely forget what it was about. Maybe it was like 4 minutes or something. And he tells this Hawaiian dude, we're both holding beers, and he was like, here, pose. And this Hawaiian dude took pictures of us. He took 2 pictures of me with Willie fucking Nelson, right? And then, I don't know if this fucking pigeon-talking motherfucker understood English. I was like, hey, put this on my MySpace. It was MySpace at the time for you little little nigglets who don't fucking know. Hey, put this on my MySpace guy, please. And he's like nodding his head, not fucking knowing a single fucking word I was saying, or just fucking rejecting it because I'm a fucking ego freak asshole, and most people just like that the picture exists and they don't need it. Now fuck that, most people would desperately, they would like beg him, like please give me that picture, but I never saw that picture again. If I ever become a celebrity, there will be a picture of me with dreads, super fucking buff. Yeah. I'm not a narcissist, I'm not at all. Okay, yeah, my super fucking buff ass, holding Willie Nelson, making love to him, and those are all my celebrity stories. That's all of them that I know of. I talked to the evening magazine Dork. Yeah. And if you guys don't like those stories, they're not very good. I agree. Yeah. I like the Willie Nelson one the best because I had a strategy and it worked out. Yeah. I met the evening magazine Dork. Oh, my mom got a signature from Harry Truman, the guy who nuked the Asians. So, she was like 8 or something, so I asked her, did you ask him about fucking annihilating those gook villages? And she didn't. She had no idea. No fucking clue. I don't, by the way, the phrasing of that, I use that to eliminate the power of so-called racist words, right? I am not a racist, and I do not approve of fucking nuclear assault on gook villages or fucking anybody, and they're all equals, but I say niggers and gooks and shit. And you're gonna have to accept that. Racists using so-called racist words is the best way to fucking move forward out of racism, okay? Just fucking accept it, you nigger motherfucking faggots. Fuck off.